Hello geometry students. This is a video of example 3 for geometry topic 3 lesson 4. Find the image of a glide reflection. So we're going to practice that. Let's listen to their reading of this paragraph.
A digital artist is reproducing a tire tread pattern from a partial tire print from a crime scene by applying a glide reflection. She uses the rule of the translation by 0 units along the x-axis and by 0.1 unit along the y-axis, composed with the reflection across the y-axis to generate a pattern. Confirm that her rule can be applied to the partial pattern that was taken from the crime scene.
All right, so they just want us to practice a glide reflection. Remember, glide reflection will start with the reflection first and then the translation. So we're going to start by first reflecting the outlined image that's in yellow. We're going to reflect that about the line x equals 0. That's a vertical line. It becomes this blue shape. After this reflects, then we need to glide. They say the glide is a 0.1, so that would be up 0.1 units. And that gets us to the red. And it looks like it does match the tire pattern. This does match the tire pattern. The rule appears to map the pieces of the partial pattern onto itself. All right, so we're going to try that here with quadrilateral RSTV, which they've already labeled. If you have any experience with Desmos and the data table, you can go ahead and try this on your own. Click pause, then come back and watch me struggle through with it. See how I do. For the rest of us, I'm just going to go right into it since I don't know if we've used this before. For a translation, for a glide reflection, we need to reflect first. Reflection about the x-axis. Here's the x-axis, so I need these 2 points to end up down here and these 2 points to end up here. But when I do it in this data mode, this data table mode, I need to do it in the right order. So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to go clockwise. I'm going to start with P, and P starts, instead of at -3, 2, the reflection will pull it at -3, -2, -3, -2. And now it's important to stay in order around the quadrilateral, or else you're going to start, because you'll see, even though there's barely a dot there, or maybe there isn't a dot there, the next one I need to create would be up here. And that is at 0, 5, so I want to have a dot at 0, -5. And see, it draws a segment for me. That's why it's important to keep going around in order. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and -4. So the reflection would be at 4, +4. And then the last point is V. V is at 0, -2. The reflection will put it at 0, +2. Okay, and I'm not familiar enough to know how to get it to go back. I am going to just type in the first coordinates again, I guess, to put it all together. -3, -2. There. So there's the first reflection. And now, let's say, is there a way for me to type in, whoops. Is there a way for me to put in another data point? I forget how to do that. Well, the next thing I had to do was translate it 1 unit over in the x direction. So this would have ended up here. This would have ended up over here. This new second object would just shift over 1. I'm not sure why they didn't give me the other functions that I'm more familiar with, but let's see what the answer would look like. Yep, there it is. They did the same reflection like I did, and then a translation. So they just want you to be able to practice that. Remember that a glide reflection starts with the reflection first, and then the translation. Okay? Here are the problems for you to do. 13 through 17, 9, 11, 24, 26, and 27. That's it for this video. Have a great day.